Good evening and welcome to the January 19th edition of the Friday Night Essence Team. My name's Cheyenne Kramer, and just so you know, all of these meetings are typically recorded, and you can find them by going to my YouTube channel, and it's just my name, which you should be able to see on the Zoom screen. It's SHEYENNE and Kramer, KREAMER. You can look up there, you will find an iClub playlist, and all of these meetings are there with all kinds of training and all kinds of information that should be helpful to anybody starting a business. So even somebody who's brand new, just coming in with us, if you think to send them to my YouTube channel, they have a place to get started even before we have our next meeting. So I'd just like to bring that to everybody's attention. And yes, we are here talking big time about iClub Biz. The team is expanding in crazy ways, and I got kind of an upfront last night that I can't go into details about today, but I think you're going to be seeing iClub roll out a program that should, in effect, solve some people's prospecting challenges. That's the toughest part of this business, is finding prospects to talk to. And most of the people who are in this team will tell you, that they're buying leads lists and they're doing things of that nature. And that's one way to go about it. But I want to show everybody an exact example tonight of what I intend to launch within the next week or two. And hopefully it'll give you some ideas about the power of iWebatool. Why do we talk about iWebatool on here? It's largely because it is one of the products that iClub Biz offers. And it's an amazing internet marketing system that can be used for any business. I will tell you right now, you can go to almost any professional website out there, and I'm talking about even doctors and lawyers' websites, and most of them don't have a lead capture page on them, which is absolutely ridiculous, because that's where you capture the names of people that you can stay in touch with. Because in today's crazy information overload society, most people do not take action the first time they see your advertisement. In fact, it used to be more like 5 to 7 times somebody had to see your ad before they decided whether to take action or not. Now, because we're in such information overload, it's often 9 or 10 times. So just be aware, when you use something like our iWebatool lead capture page, now you have the ability to stay in touch with these people. And, we call it dripping on them, just dripping a little bit of information on them over time so that they get used to seeing you and they get used to trusting you. And then they become more curious about what it is you're doing. Most of the folks on the team really haven't captured in their mind the power of building your own personal brand. Because right now we've got quite a few people who are all on Facebook, and we all know each other, and we're all promoting iClub, and that's great because I see a lot of cross promotion going on. But what most people don't understand, that there's a way to build your own personal brand around your iClub business and be able to look different than the other 10, 20, 30, or 40 people who are out here promoting iClub. That is a huge power that we have with iWebatool. And I'm hoping to get a few more people starting to move in that direction. I know I'm excited about it. But for tonight, let's just kind of focus on the iWebatool. And remember that one of the reasons that somebody should sign up for iWebatool right away when they come into the company is because of these. And these are listed inside iWebatool. And these are our 12 easy capture pages that iClub Biz has designed for us to help us market all the different products in iClub Biz. So if you look through this list, you'll see, we have things that are about the automated downline builder, or database builder, I guess it's called now. We have pages that are about you know, business opportunity, pages that are about travel, pages that are about iWebatool. And the thing to remember about this is if you've got somebody who seriously wants to purchase one of these products, send them through these pages, because on a $25 sale, like the travel program, you'll make $10. And on a $12.50 sale, like iWebatool, you'll make $5, which is a lot more than the $1.25 or the $2.50 with the travel program. So it's really important to remember in your members area, inside your iWebatool, when you log in, these are the pages that will help you to get that additional commission if you sell through those pages. So, and it's not that difficult. They tell you right here, earn $20 fast start, earn 5 to 10 fast start, earn 10 fast start. So that means when you use that specific link and you post that specific link out there, you're going to earn 5 to 10 instead of $1.25 to $2.50. And that's the same here. You'll earn 10 instead of $2.50. So just understand that these iWebatool pages are powerful in terms of closing a sale, in terms of you being able to get paid more money. So I love that about this, and that's why it's important. And you know, people don't quite understand, but all of these pages that you see over here, these are websites that are already set up. You don't have to do a darn thing to them. They're already set up, and they've got your name attached to them. So you can see I use the name Project Uplift on mine. So this particular link, all I have to do is copy it, and basically you can do that by highlighting it and hitting a Control-C, and the Control-C for copy will copy it, and then the letter right next to it is V, and you do a Control-V, and you're able to post that anywhere online you want to post it, and that includes Facebook. So I've seen Mr. Stedman doing more of that, so I know he gets it. But here's the other point I want to make about these capture pages. I want you to understand that if you just put this link out there, this bottom one, that is a page that's really designed for you to send to people you already know, because you don't need to capture their name in the website if you already know them. Now, it might be nice to do so anyway, just so you can keep them in the loop with email, but this one does not capture their information. The one above it does. And so when you're putting stuff out there and you're looking for leads and you're hoping people will come through your iWebatool website, you really want to put this top link out there so that somebody has to give you their name and their email. The phone number's there, but it's not required. They can just give name and email, and that information will come to you, and now you know you have a lead to work with. That's the power of lead capture pages in a big way. Well, I can see Patrick made it in. Good deal. I don't know what the button is.
Yeah, I'm making product. I almost didn't make it.
All right. Well, keep it quiet in the background if you can, because I'm not even seeing the mute button tonight. That's horrible. I don't know where.
Okay, thank you.
Can you mute yourself, Patrick?
No.
Okay.
Am I making noises?
No, you're all right. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to keep on trucking. So anyway, that's the first thing to know about this. And then, you know, again, here is the snapshot of all the different lead capture pages we have. And there's no reason, you know, in marketing, there's something called a split run. So there's no reason you can't take two of these different websites. Maybe you take one for travel, maybe you take one for iWebatool, or maybe you take one for iWebatool and the iPrime Java, and you experiment with the two of them to see which one gets you the most leads, and then focus on whatever one seems to be working for you. That's a huge thing. You can experiment with online marketing, and it's absolutely a requirement that you do some experimenting, because some things are going to work better for you and some things are going to work better for me. There is no one size fits all when it comes to internet marketing. And quite honestly, with internet marketing, what you really, really want to get to a place of is being able to reach the target audience that you want to reach. So, you know, we know it's totally the truth that millennials, who are young people who are typically between 20 and 30 years old, maybe 20 and 35, you know, or 25 to 35 might even be more accurate. They are people who want to play, and they are people who want to travel. So, you know, you might decide you want to go after that target market. It's a great market to look at. And, you know, most of those young people, if they think they can save money and make money on travel, there's a reasonable chance that they will be curious enough to take a look at what you've got and do something in terms of giving you their name and their email. So that's a huge, huge piece. And just wanted you to be aware of that. And then the second piece is, because again, these are on this page, these are your landing pages actually. So what you're seeing here is your landing pages. These are mostly, it says landing pages, but they look like lead capture. Well, that's just foolish. Oh, click here to view your landing pages. Okay, I'm confused. So these are your lead capture pages. Again, when you're posting your website out there, use this one to try to attract people you don't know so you can get that contact information. The landing pages, says click here to view them. Those are the ones that people have to go through for you to get your $5 or your $10 instead of your $1.25 or your $2.50. So these are the landing pages. There is no lead capture on these. So you can see there's just this kind of stuff. So an opportunity for them to click and join. So just remember those. So the third part to think about with this, you've got your capture page where you capture leads of people you don't know. You've got your landing page that you can use with people you do know who are ready to buy. And then we've got the autoresponders. And I know this looks a little confusing, and quite honestly, I don't have the time to get into a lot of detail with it. But what I want you to understand is that anytime you're putting names into your iWebatool, there's a lot of these, and you can see them right here. These all have automatic emails loaded into them. So as soon as somebody puts their name in your 003 travel, then they're going to see this first email. It sends instantly, enjoy travel bargains and hot deals with us. And then a day later, read this before you book your next hotel or vacation. And then the next one, get paid while you're laid out on the beach. So these emails, which are in what's called an autoresponder, they automatically get sent out when somebody puts their information in your 0003 capture page. So this is where I'm talking about. You see how many times that the people will see your name? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there we've met the requirement that I talked about earlier on, that people often have to see you, your name, and your offer 9 or 10 times before they take action. So this is the simplest way to be able to get your name back in front of them 14 times, is by getting names, even if you have to plug in names yourself of people you know, if they're willing to give you their email address. Plug them into your 0003 capture page, and then let the autoresponders start to do the work for you.
Wow.
Because that's the power that's in here. And you gotta catch on to this and understand. And it's not that difficult, because these are already set up in here. So you don't have to do a thing. Now, of course, I'm going to get complicated here real soon for me because I want to create my own set of autoresponders, although these ones actually don't look bad. I wonder if I can attach these autoresponder messages to a different page because I would absolutely love to use these messages with a different page. And I'm going to bet that there's a way to do that. I probably can copy them into another page. But here's the thing that I'm going to share with you that I intend to do. So I'm going to go back to, let's see, all right, not the easy capture pages. I'm going back here, going back to the capture pages. And what I'm getting ready to do here, because again, I want you to think about this. When you're out there on Facebook, most of the people on Facebook are not out there going, I want to start a business. I'm looking for some way to start a business. But anytime you put something out about who likes travel, where do you want to travel to, you get a ton of responses. And so this is where I'm not as comfortable using some of these lead capture pages because they've all been transformed into opportunity pages, business opportunity. And while that's a great thing, it's not where I want to focus. So I'm going to come down here and I'll probably grab like this one. I don't know if I've got anything on this right now, but this is the 0006 page. And this is totally editable. So I can put whatever I want to for a video in here. And then I can also put something on the second page that directs them to, you know, one of my iWebatool pages. So, and of course, this is going to come up really darn slow. But this is where you can choose, if you want to, create something that is just for travel and does not get into the business opportunity side. You can take these editable pages, which are 006, 007, and there's a few others in there, and be able to insert your own video in there. So this is straight off from Jeff Eber's iClub YouTube page. This is a 53-second video that only talks about the travel club. It doesn't talk about the business opportunity. So if I was going to go out on Facebook real seriously, I would be using this video in one of our editable pages. And boy, that thing's still trying to load, so it's having a hard time. But they are the ones that are at the bottom. I don't think I've got them up here now. Ah, here we go. So yes, these in green are the ones that you can modify to be whatever you want to have them be. And I have found that 6 and 7 are the easiest to modify. So that's what I'm trying to bring up there is 006. Oh, maybe it came up.
Oh, my name is
We used this as a practice website for some kids we were working with this summer. So that's what you're seeing here right now. But what we can do is I can go to this 006 page. I can go to YouTube. I can come down here and I can capture this, capture the code. This is the code that goes into our back office to be able to put just this travel video without all the business opportunity stuff in it. I can put that into this website, and instead of our friends from Kids in Biz, we'll be able to see. There it goes. Oh, I got one of Jeff's videos playing. All right. So anyhow, and if any of you are interested in trying to craft some of these things like I'm talking about, get in touch with me. I'll work with you to help you do it. I know Donald's getting better and better at helping to set up some of this stuff. It's just for me personally, if I'm going to really focus on Facebook, I want the travel program without the business opportunity. So that's what I'm going to do. So, and I want to use these autoresponders because all of it says get great travel deals, you know, join a simple, fun, and easy travel program. So it's not saying make loads of money and travel. It's just focused on people who want to travel. And that's a good thing. We need customers as much as we need anything. So here's the other piece I want to show you because I'm not sure. I kind of breezed through this last week And I wanted to go back to it this week and explain it in a little more detail in case you don't quite get this. So most of you have seen, this is my regular Facebook page. So, whenever you guys see me putting posts out here, it's usually through this page. But what I want you to understand is if I come over here, I have got a whole, let me see if I can move this window down. There we go. I have got a whole bunch of business pages that I have created. Facebook utilizes business pages differently than it utilizes your regular Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is with your Facebook page, if you're just posting your websites on here, Facebook really tries to ignore them. Now, the people you're really close to will see them because you're really close to them and you're sharing information all the time. But in general, when you put a web link on this main feed of Facebook, they try to ignore it. And there's a good reason for it. Because they want you to put your business activity on a business page. And I'll show you why. So here is my Cheyenne L. Kramer business page. And so part of what you do with your business page is exactly what I've been talking to you guys about. This is my personal brand. This is what I'm all about, living your song. And so my business page is all about living your song. So everything I post up here is all about the idea that we all need to be contributing to peace and prosperity on the planet by living our song. And so that's what this page is about. And the thing is, you'll see, and again, it's loading slow, but you'll see that I have put a bunch of posts on here this week because I've been doing a lot of stuff. So I put posts up here about the radio show I'm doing. I put posts up here about the interview that I did with somebody the other day. I put posts up here about the newspaper articles that I was in last weekend. So I'm putting all business-oriented stuff here. And what you can see here that you won't see in other places, there's my article. What you won't see in other places is under the post, it says boost post. All right? So if you click on that, it's going to give you the option to target people of certain age groups. You can target between male and female. You can target specific geographic locations. You can go through a list and tell it who you want to target. And the beautiful thing is that Facebook, if you'll just spend $3 or $5 or $10 to boost a post that has your website in it, it will go out to people you don't know. It will show up in front of people that you don't know. That's huge. I mean, I'm able to get some things going. Like you can see, this tells me 40 people reached. That's mostly because I had people helping me share it. So there were 40 people reached on that. Every post you put on a business page, this one says 14 people were reached, but I actually got 85 people to view the video through different pages. So it will tell you how many people have been reached. But here's what I want to show you down here. This was the first time I experimented with boosting a post through Facebook. And they actually, because it was my first time doing it, they actually gave me a credit. So I was able to do that without even spending the $3 or $4 that they were asking for. They gave me a credit. And you can see how many people I reached with that. So 149 people for what would have been $3 if I hadn't gotten the credit. That's not a bad deal. And again, in Facebook, if you're going out saying I'm looking for businesses and people who want to start businesses, you might not find as many people. But if you go out with a product focused, whether it's coffee drinkers or travel or whatever, you stand a reasonable chance of being able to boost a post on a business page, because this doesn't come up on your regular pages, and be able to reach more people. Okay? That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. And, and no, you probably can see it up here. I'll do this again. but I've got a bunch of business pages up here. So you can have more than one business page. So, you know, Donald, you could have an EME business page and a travel business page and a coffee business page. You can do whatever you want to with it. And you get more flexibility, you get more opportunities for eyeballs when you've got the business page, okay? And it's not hard. All you got to do is come up here to this little arrow in the corner and click on it. Right there it says create page. So you can create pages all day long, and they will be considered business pages by Facebook, okay?
Yeah, and is that where it says to boost the ad? Because as long as I've been on Facebook, I've never seen where you can boost the ad.
Well, that's because you're only using your personal page. You haven't, at least not to my knowledge, if you have a business page out there, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
So it has to be a business page, which you create right here where it says create page. And then, trust me, Facebook, every single post you put up there gives you the opportunity to boost it. Okay?
Okay, gotcha.
EME has a boost. Well, I've never used it, but EME has a boost button.
Well, and so here's the other thing I want to say about this. And we talked about this a little bit last time, and hopefully I won't run out of time before I get these words out. Because here is another advantage to using something like Facebook Boost with your iWebatool. Because if you take a page like this and you modify it the way you want, you could, and again, I'm going to put the travel video in here, and the message I plan on putting here is going to say something like, enter to win your own travel agency. Or enter to receive, you know, lifetime discounts and commissions on your travel. I'm going to try to make sure it sounds like I'm putting it in terms of the product of travel and not into the business opportunity. But what I really want to try experimenting with, and again, internet marketing requires some experimenting, is, you know, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to give away a travel club membership, but you've got to enter by putting your information down below. Of course, over here to the side. So they've got to give me their information if they want to win. So basically, that is another form of marketing expense where I could run a contest like that for a month, and at the end of it, whoever put their name in there, then I'm going to put out $30 to be able to give them a travel membership. So if they were interested enough in the membership that they put their name in the page, then there's a good chance they'll use it, which means you're going to build bonus volume on it. So that's a marketing expense that could pay you back. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, Jan.
So that's why these editable pages are awesome, because you could do things like that. And, you know, like I said, I experimented really short term, because even back with Facebook, when I experimented with boosting this post, it was right before the holidays. And so I knew that there wasn't likely to be as much traffic in Facebook at that point in time. So I only ran the post right there. I only ran the post for, I don't know, it was either 24 or 48 hours. So 149 people were reached, you know, that I don't probably even know who they are. And that was just in a 24 to 48 hour period. Okay?
Wow. Yeah, Henry's already getting response by doing that. He's on top of what you're explaining.
Oh,
He's
really? Yay!
Because he did that $500, you know, where they give you the 500 leads for, you know, and he never did nothing with it, and they've been sitting back there. Now he just learned how to email them all and getting response.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. If you guys have been spending money on leads and just relying somebody else to email them, that's just plain silly. Go back and use those leads and get your money's worth out of them.
Yeah, right. It's working.
It's not as hard as it sounds. And again, if any of this makes sense to somebody and they want help setting this up, I'm more than happy to help people set this kind of stuff up. But just know, you need to set up your own Facebook page. It's not that difficult. Just know that when you go to create page, you're creating a business page. And you need to invite people to like your page. But the beautiful thing is, when you boost those posts, it goes out to people that haven't even liked your page. So there's always a possibility that now you'll get other people liking your page that you don't even know them. That's the power in Facebook. And that's why they don't give as much exposure when you put your website in your regular Facebook feed, because that's not designed to be a business feed. Okay?
Yep.
So I want you guys to think on these things. And if anybody wants help putting some of this together, let me know. Because like I said, I just decided today that I'm going to do some serious experimenting here over the next month and just see what I can do with it. Because like I said, I already saw with just a little bit of money and just, a day or two, you can start reaching people on Facebook that you've never seen before. So that's a good thing. And because it's in your business page, they make sure that people see it, that you tell them who you want to see it. Okay?
Right.
All right. I know we're getting close to being out of time. Anybody got questions? I know this is a lot of information, but I tried to step you through it a piece at a time so you could start to see how this all can piece together.
I'm liking it, Shan, 100%. I mean, this is what the pros use, the tools that we have.
Absolutely.
And, this is what these big data people, building these big databases, that's what we can do, is build our own database, and eventually you can sell your list because you got so many.
There you go. And that's exactly my point. Instead of spending hundreds of dollars on everybody else's database, you can start building your own. Yay!
Yes. It's very powerful. It's very powerful, Shan. I'm excited. We've had 17 people come in iClub Biz in January so far.
Oh yeah, it's been rocking and rolling. So that's a great thing. That means we're doing some good things and doing some things right. And like I said, watch out over the next, 2 to 3 weeks probably. I think you're going to see Jeff Evers roll out a very interesting lead generation program. But again, it's going to have a price tag with it. And so, he's actually putting it together in a way that people could collaborate together to reduce the price. But I personally believe we could use Facebook and Instagram, be building our own databases instead of, spending quite so much money with these big guys.
Right.
All right. Any questions? Any comments?
Go ahead, Therese. You look like you got something to say.
I'm just checking things out.
Well,
I'm absorbing everything today.